Welcome back to another episode of the Silly Little Girls Club, and I have an incredible guest today. I'm so excited to introduce Anisa. Anisa is an incredible content creator. You probably recognize her hair before you'd recognize her. It is honestly iconic. I've actually been with her in Paris when she was recognized for her hair, which is crazy. But we are talking about how she has taken an online presence and grown an incredible community that's allowed her to launch 3 incredible brands: her hair oil, her hair accessories, and jewelry line. It's honestly such an inspirational story, and I'm really excited for you to hear it. Anisa, welcome to the Silly Little Girls Club.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, I'm so glad that you agreed to do this. And I just love your story. Obviously, I know you from doing your hair and working with DHD when I've done your hair a few times.
Ago, didn't we?
Yeah, I can't even think when it was now.
One of their
It was definitely a GHD event.
Yeah, it was definitely. It wasn't the Paris. It was the Paris.
Was it in Paris?
Yes.
Oh my God.
When I met you on the rooftop of the hotel. Remember?
Yes. Oh my God, it was.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that was so nice.
That was
we had
so
that
fun.
lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, when you came in, you was like happy to drink rosé with me. I was like, oh my
at
God,
12 p.m.
Yeah. I was like, when in France, be French. So
exactly. And we had the view of the Eiffel Tower.
It was stunning.
Yeah.
Like that is such a nice perk of our job sometimes, isn't it?
Honestly,
to get to do things like that.
It's one of the best parts of it.
Yeah, it really is. So I just thought it'd be really nice to learn a little bit more about you to start off with, because obviously we all know you, we recognise your hair as well.
Stop.
But I'm guessing not people know that you're like half Moroccan, half Czech. I mean, you probably guessed from the amazing hair.
I mean, it is a perk of being Moroccan.
Yeah.
But of course, like there's a lot more TLC that goes into maintenance of hair. But yes, I'm a little remix of Moroccan and Czech. I know, very random. People are always like, how did that come about?
Yeah.
So I grew up in West Africa, in Gambia, and my mom grew up there as well. She's the Moroccan one, and my dad was there for work, and so that's where they met and fell in love.
Oh.
Yeah, and stayed. So I was there till I was 14 years old. Then I moved to Sweden for boarding school.
Oh wow, okay.
Winter Wonderland, beautiful.
Yeah.
But very cold.
Yeah.
And did my bachelor's there and in business and economics, and wanted to do my master's, something focused with fashion, and marketing was always my favorite subject in uni. So I did it in fashion marketing at London College of Fashion.
Wow. Is that what brought you to London then, originally, to do that?
But I had no intentions or plans afterwards, and I just fell in love with London and stayed. And that was 12 years ago now, or 11 years ago
now. Oh my
now.
gosh, that's flown by, hasn't it, then, for you?
I love it here.
Wow.
There's just so much opportunity.
I think, there's so much opportunity. There's just such a wealth of different cultures and people. And I feel like you can really just feel at home here. Like, I love London. I feel like
it has a spot for everyone. No matter what you want to do, there's something for you here.
Yeah. And like you say, there's so much opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's not to say it's not everywhere else, but I feel like it is especially concentrated in London, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I did consider New York, but it was so far from family.
Yeah.
That I thought, let's keep it within Europe.
Yeah, I think that's and I feel like New York just can seem a little bit overwhelming, I think.
It's like London on steroids.
Yeah, it's like London stacked on London, stacked on London.
Exactly. Like a weekend there is
I mean, it is by far one of my favorite cities, New York.
It's amazing.
But I go there to get a lot of inspiration. Like, I feel like
you do, right?
Yeah, it's like a very cool city. And like, when you go somewhere and they have all the new little startup businesses, and like it's very innovative there, I think.
Would you open a salon there?
I would love to have a salon there, but I just, I don't know how easy it is to open one in the States. I feel like that's just, I mean, people do it, but I don't know.
All the regulations.
Yeah, and how you even go about like getting all of the visas and all of the things that you need. It's just wild.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's a whole other thing. So obviously going from doing like a bachelor's and then doing your London College of Fashion stuff, how on earth did you then fall into the world of social media?
It's crazy when you look back at the evolution of it all. So when I started my master's, that's when Instagram really started to become really popular. It was 2013, I'm going to say. And so I started with fashion. So I was just taking outfit photos. And I'll tell you, my boyfriend then, husband now, took my first outfit photo. And it wasn't really, not many people did that. So he's like, what are you doing? No, there was a sigh. That was like, all right, I'll take it. But what is this? And, I'm with him.
Yeah.
I was really, I couldn't take it with anyone around. Like, it was all new.
Yeah.
So I started posting on Instagram. And back then, it was a lot easier to grow because it wasn't as saturated.
Yeah. And it was also chronological and like all of the beautiful things
And
that
you
we
know what?
missed.
Your followers actually saw your post.
Yeah.
But yeah, stories didn't even exist.
No,
then.
nothing. It wasn't video. It was all photos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So at uni, I was posting outfit photos, and I remember my first surge of following came in when H&M reposted me. And I bought the jumper.
Yeah.
I tagged them. That's one tip to grow is always tag the brands you're wearing because it's organic way to show that you actually love the brand. They posted me, and that was my first influx of followers. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? I remember messaging one of the followers saying, how did you find my profile? Because I didn't see the tag yet. And they were like, go look on H&M's profile. So anyway, when one brand posts you, other brands recognize you. So, that's when discussion started to start.
Yeah.
And then, so after uni, I started working at Matthew Williamson. So this is before he shut down the fashion division.
Yeah.
And I was on the digital team. I always loved digital.
Yeah.
So on the e-com side of things. And I was continuing on Instagram while I was there. And then it just got to a point where I was getting a few jobs in with Instagram. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, could this be a job? Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't even...
It wasn't a
certain.
thing really then,
No,
was it? Like, it wasn't influencer marketing then, was it? Like, yeah.
So I think my first paid job was with Pandora jewelry.
That's a cool one.
And it was so surreal because I had worn Pandora for years. Anyway, so when jobs started to come in, I was like, should I give this a go and commit my full? Because I'm doing it part-time and it's working. Imagine I committed full-time.
Yeah.
So I left my full-time role at Matthew Williamson and then started doing content creation full-time. And you just being able to give it more time, go to more events, meet more people, associate yourself with the industry.
Yeah.
You meet brands and we know a huge part of the job is networking.
Yeah.
So I think that's what grew the side of, the connection side, getting to know people and other influencers. And yeah, that's how it started. Gosh, so long ago.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
So at what point, obviously going from doing like lifestyle and fashion stuff, did you suddenly be like, I have amazing hair? Like, I'm gonna put like literally like people need to see this hair.
Well, funnily enough, when I was doing the fashion stuff, my hair was a lot shorter.
Yeah.
So I'd say at the beginning it was longer. I did the ombre. Oh my God, remember the ombre? Like
ombres were
the dip dye, but I have such dark hair, so it was such a contrast. I don't think they blended it very well. It was just brunette to blonde.
Yeah, but at that time that was the trend. That was
true.
So.
But when you look back, it's like, oh my gosh, I'll show you a photo.
Yeah, I want to see.
So yes, I cut my hair. My hair was maybe chin length.
Wow.
For as long as maybe 5 years. So hair was never a focus of my content. And then it was 2020, infamous 2020, where I decided to grow it out. And this was when lockdown hit and we weren't allowed to even sit on a bench.
Yeah.
So it felt wrong to continue my street style sort of vibe.
Yeah.
So I decided to take content indoors. And this is when I was growing out my hair. So naturally, it was more focused on my hair because it was more half body shots because I'm not about to do, full length inside.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and this is before Reels.
Yeah.
So I remember the post. I'll show you the post. There was one post I did, which was hair focus, and the engagement was insane. So I had around 50,000 followers at that time, and I got around 7,000 likes. And for 50K, 7,000 was huge for me. And so many questions just about my hair. What are you using? What are you doing? So I was like, okay, is it the photo that presented the hair in a really nice manner, or are people genuinely really interested in my hair? And so it was honestly such an organic shift of every fourth photo was a photo of my hair, to every second, to every third, to every.
Okay.
And this is the summer that Reels were introduced. And one thing you learn if social media introduces a new tool, hop on it.
Yeah.
Hop on it because they'll be pushing it and your content will really have a chance to get out there even further. So Reels started, and honestly, like I learned along the way with hairstyles, with styling. I could basically do a braid
Yeah.
before. Like I could barely even, I didn't even know how to comb my hair
Oh
properly.
my gosh. But
Um,
you've learned along with people, I guess, as well,
yes,
which is
it's trial
nice.
and error.
Yeah.
Like I'm still learning.
Yeah.
You know, there's still so much more I want to learn. Um, so I hopped on the reels. I was doing like honestly like a braid or like a half pony
Yeah.
basic. But because reels were being pushed, it was just being pushed,
Yeah.
being pushed. I was growing so quickly. Like at one point, like 15,000 followers a week.
Wow.
Um,
Gosh, that's unheard of now, isn't it, as well?
yeah, I well, I
Unless on
feel
TikTok, that still happens.
TikTok, I do feel like also the bigger you get on Instagram, the less your content is pushed as much as it
Right.
was when I was smaller.
Right.
Um, but yeah, it was so organic. I listened to my community, what they wanted to see, and just was putting. You also have to really pay attention to what does well, because that
Yeah.
proves that is what people are engaging with and what they want to see more
Yeah.
of. So yeah, I just really paid attention to what was doing well and
Wow.
continued to do that and focus on that.
You've definitely heard of Redken, right? The brand that hairdressers swear by for amazing hair care and styling. Well, I've been a hairdresser for like 20 years now, and trust me, Redken has been a staple in my kit for years. Their products just work. They are powered by science, designed for pros, and there's literally a perfect match for every hair concern, whether your hair is feeling a bit dry, damaged, or it just needs that little bit of extra love. And if you've ever wondered how we get that next level glossy colour in my salons, it's Redken. It's our secret weapon. The shine it gives hair is unreal, and it actually leaves it feeling healthier, which is kind of magic. So if you're thinking about a little colour refresh, then ask your stylist about Redken. You won't regret it. Or you can find a salon near you at redken.co.uk. All right, now let's get back to what you're actually here for. It's so good, isn't it? So good. I remember, I'm sure it was like around the COVID era that obviously I'm on socials all the time looking at hair stuff, given what I do. And I'm sure that I saw it like on Cosmo and like you started popping up on all of
Yeah.
like people were literally featuring it. And I think, given that time when lockdown, everybody was like, my hair.
Hair,
It's like the
skin, like
perfect
self-care.
time.
Yeah, I feel like many publications as well were really focused on self-care,
Yeah.
how to make yourself feel the best version when we're cooped up at home
Yeah.
and on Zoom. We still want to look and feel good.
Yeah.
And also we had more time to take care of
We
ourselves,
did.
even though we did drink more wine.
That's so much more wine. That was like that. I remember that. I don't really remember that 4 months. It was a drunken blur.
Do you
But
remember all the pub quizzes on Zoom with
oh
your
my
friends?
God, there was so many pub quizzes and so many
Yeah.
just like cocktail nights where we'd basically
On a Tuesday.
when you venture out, when you dare to the supermarket, we'd all send like the same shopping list so everyone would get the same things so you could make the drinks.
Oh my
But
gosh, I have PTSD from that time.
Yeah.
Like Zoom still like gives
it's
me
too.
the
I don't
ick.
like Zoom. We use Teams here at our
Yeah,
company
you
just because I
see
don't want
what
to use
it's done?
Zoom. It's triggering.
Yeah, sorry, I'm like
No,
I went
so
off
we're
track
fine. So
there.
yeah, no, so they're obviously the magazines and the publications
Yeah,
started
so they
picking
were
up.
all doing many articles on like self-care and like hair, and people still wanted to get ready. Well, at least this half
Yeah,
for Zoom.
with my pajamas down there.
Yeah, same. Keep your hair healthy, make sure it's in its best,
Yeah.
form. So many publications were picking up the videos I was doing.
Wow.
And back then, there are a lot more now, but back then there weren't as many
Yeah.
hairstyle.
There wasn't.
Right?
No.
I feel like there is a lot more now. So I feel like I was featured loads with big hair accounts, with big publications like Vogue Film Festival.
Wow. Wow.
For India, I did a video on one with them, and just Cosmo, Grazia, InStyle, like
Yeah.
so many picked it up.
God, it was amazing. And I think it was because it's such relatable content.
Yeah.
Like
And
amazing.
I was doing, and I still do, many hacks, hair doesn't have to be complicated.
No.
You can simplify it. And I think, like I said, people learned with me.
Yeah.
Even not only hairstyles, but hair care.
I think you've got people so amazingly invested in your hair growth journey as well.
Yeah, that
because
too,
that's so
that
many
too.
women want to grow their hair and they're, don't even know where to start and what
Yeah.
products to use. And I feel like that's what I love about your pages. It's so relatable and people can really follow that journey from from the bob to the lob.
Yeah, the bob to the not so bob anymore. But I've always been about the most, like the most natural approach to healthy hair and the easiest.
Mm.
I've always said you don't need 50 products to
No.
have a a healthy hair care routine. It's also about not only about the products but lifestyle, there's so many hacks that I do that I didn't do prior. For example, sleeping with a silk cap,
Yeah.
having a water filter, which you said your salon has.
We
I don't
do.
think I've ever seen a salon have a water filter. That is so
Honestly,
cool.
I can't, like, living in London, the water is
Yeah.
horrific.
Yeah.
And like, there are products out there now, you can get amazing water filters and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But when it was the salon, like, I just couldn't bear the thought of having to wash like clients' hair in not filtered water, because I
No, I
want
get
them to
that.
leave feeling like, wow. So yeah,
Yeah.
we filter everything.
That's
And also, I don't
amazing.
want the lime scale on my taps.
No, yeah.
Like,
No one wants a crusty
no,
tap.
no.
I hate that word.
Yeah, I know. But especially because I wanted all black, like,
Oh, right,
taps
chic
and
and
stuff. And I was like,
matte.
that's just not so chic if it's covered in
No,
lime
I
scale. So I was
agree.
like, Greg, my other half, I was like, we need to filter the water.
Yeah, that's
So,
amazing. Well, that is a good hack to
Mm.
have at home.
yeah.
And also, for example, using a scalp scrub once a week. I never use a scalp scrub.
No.
No, never. And that I was introduced to that. And for example, ensure you do a mask once a week and shampoo twice.
Yeah.
And all these things I learned in this journey that people were on with me.
That's amazing.
So I feel like my hair care routine now
Yeah.
is, 100 steps. When I started, it was like 3.
But
Shampoo,
it's so
conditioner.
tried and tested now as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Or oiling your lengths.
Yeah.
Like, so many things that I've learned because I've been interested
Yeah.
in it and researched more about it.
yeah.
So yeah.
That's so amazing. And I guess, like, from using so many different products and trying different things, how on earth do you then, launch Celoe?
So that was the reason why I wanted to launch
Yeah.
it, because I had tried so many and I felt like, so I launched with a hair oil
Yeah.
because I felt like it was my hero product.
Mhm.
Like once I started hair oiling, I just noticed the difference. And I felt like there wasn't one out there that ticked all of my boxes. So it's 100% natural, but a lightweight oil. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make your hair greasy. I wanted it to be multifunctional, so you can use it on the daily or as an overnight treatment or as a
Wow.
pre-shampoo mask, depending on your hair type,
Yeah.
what you have time for and what works for your hair. And I wanted it to be no nasties, silicone free. Not to say silicone is
Yeah, it has
can
its
be-
place.
it does, but
but-
not everyone wants it.
No.
But also, I wanted it to be cruelty free, vegan, made in the UK.
Wow.
I just wanted a bottle full of pure goodness, and
Yeah.
I just found it really difficult to find a hair oil that ticked all those boxes, that nourished your hair, prevented split ends, breakage, added shine. My hair has never been shinier.
Wow.
But also, I used to have to get my hair trimmed every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
And now I can go like up close to a year.
Oh, wow.
because-
Wow.
Yeah, like 8 to 10 months.
Yeah.
Because it prevents my split ends
Yeah.
and breakage.
Wow.
So it's just a miracle oil. And
And it's so chic.
it took so long to make it, but I'm so proud of it. And just, I have so many people telling me I've finally been able to grow my hair out now because, like I said, that it keeps the ends healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my holy grail.
Oh my God. And it honestly, it's so chic.
Thank you.
Like, and you can, I guess that, yeah, when you look at it, you can see it's so lightweight.
Yeah, it is. And
It's so exciting.
I just wanted it to be, like I said prior, a natural approach to healthier hair. And so I put a little chic little wood topper.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, and everything's recyclable. And it's just good for the hair, good for the planet.
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know.
it's setting a new standard. And I think, like, when you have the opportunity to start a brand from scratch, like, really,
Yeah.
like this, it's just, why wouldn't you do it this way?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
and have it all
And
natural and sustainable.
stay tuned. We're launching more products this year. But we do have a silk hair cap, which
Oh my gosh.
that too I found hard to find. So I have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I found they were really too tight or like they fall off
Yeah.
or uncomfortable. So ours is super spacious, double-sided, because some just have silk, the softness on the top, and I'm like,
Right.
but how does your hair benefit from that then?
Yeah.
Um,
And it rub off on the pillow.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. As opposed to your hair.
Yeah.
It's super comfortable. If you
Oh.
wear one, I know my
Yeah.
husband does not love it, but my hair does, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it's fine. He can get over it.
The lights are off anyway,
Yeah,
go to sleep.
exactly. And my hair's great, and
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Do you wear
So-
one?
I have a silk pillowcase.
Right, okay.
So I'm not gifted as much in the hair department. I am on a healthy hair journey currently.
It does look
um,
amazing.
But I think when it gets longer, I might have to. When I had my
I'll
extensions, I
send you
did. Oh
one.
my God, that would be
I want
amazing.
your
But yeah, I'll
feedback.
buy one. Like,
No,
it's so
no, no.
nice. But
It's mates rates here.
so, oh, you're so kind. I'm so excited to try the oil, to be honest with you.
I can't wait to
Every
hear
time
it.
I've seen you, I've been like, I want to try the oil. I want to try the
Yeah,
oil. So
finally.
yeah, it's amazing. And so how did you even go about like starting that process? Because, you know, it's no small feat, like launching
No,
a product.
it's a journey. I
Yeah.
think it took 2 years from idea
Yeah.
to product. So I began looking, I wanted it to be made in the UK because I wanted full access to, you know, visiting the
Yeah.
lab and like meeting the team. And
Yeah.
I wanted to know the ins and outs of everything. So first you have to find someone who kind of is able to share your vision and
Yeah.
create what you have.
In your mind.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have different meetings with different manufacturers and, you know, everyone sources their ingredients from different places. I want
Yeah.
to make sure it's all ethically sourced.
Yeah.
And yeah, so once I found the manufacturer I wanted to work with, you sit down and you discuss what you want to create, what you want it to do, and basically your tick list. So,
Yeah.
for example, I wanted it to be 100% natural,
Yeah.
you know, vegan, cruelty free, all of those pros that I needed it to be. And then you start sampling. We sampled it many times
Wow.
before I was happy, and it's really like the fun side of it is like, you know, picking the scents. One thing everyone have you smelled it
No,
yet?
I want to. I miss that now.
People always comment on the scent because, right?
It's like a spa.
That's what everyone says. And
yeah.
but I wanted you to feel. I wanted
my
it to
God.
be like Lux in a bottle.
Yes.
Teleport you to somewhere.
Oh my God.
Where you're in
Yeah.
a sanctuary.
I
of
wasn't
taking care of it.
expecting that.
Oh, I'm
like,
happy
that's
to
so
hear you
lovely.
like it.
It just it really does transport you for that holistic, like,
Right?
oh my God, it's amazing.
So it smells expensive because it is.
Yeah.
As in expensive ingredients.
Yeah.
It's just the best of the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the journey. And then you start embarking on the packaging
Yeah.
journey. So I had a designer help me bring it to life.
Oh my
down
gosh.
to even the bottle. Yeah, it was such a fun process.
And you can get this now in stores, can't you?
It's in a few salons,
Yeah.
but mainly on our website.
On
but
your
we
website.
ship globally, so it's available every.
And then obviously, not only have you got Celoe, like, which is incredible, you do hair accessories,
Yes,
and jewelry.
And jewelry. So I'm wearing all of our pieces. So that was born in 2020.
Yeah.
Basically, when COVID hit,
Mm-hmm.
Content creation, brands really held on to their marketing budget.
Yeah.
So for a few months, I didn't have any collaborations. And to me, that was
scary.
So scary because, like, overnight it was taken away.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just made me fearful of the future. Like, I have no control over this job.
Yeah.
It can just be taken away. So I was like, I want something more tangible that, for security reasons, that's less risky. And I've always been a huge accessories fan. I feel like, I don't know who said this, but I'm trying to think. Was it Coco Chanel that said, or Iris Ipfel?
Which is what more and less is a bore. Is that what
Yeah,
you're gonna say?
something like
That's
that.
Iris
I think-
Ipfel.
yeah.
I love her.
That's all what I'm about, and I feel like I can never leave the house without a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
I feel like it completes the look.
Yeah.
So I knew jewelry is what I wanted to focus on, and the hair accessories came in so seamlessly because of where my account was headed.
Yeah.
My Instagram account. And I've always been a big fan of statement, vintage inspired. I'm all about my mom's jewelry in the 80s and the 90s were my biggest inspo. Vintage inspired pieces, I feel like they've always been in, they will always be in.
Always timeless.
Right, timeless classics. And so we started with a really capsule collection of timeless pieces.
Yeah.
And we launched with 18 pieces and now we have 135.
What?
Yeah, so it's really grown, you know, step by step.
Yeah.
But I'm just so
Loving
passionate
it.
about it. I love it so much. And wearing Harvey Nichols and Selfridges, and
wow,
it's just so exciting.
That's actually incredible, isn't it?
I cried many a times.
I bet that just to walk into Selfridges or Harvey
that
Nichols,
was like pinch
what?
me with seeing your name, like your plaque.
Like that is a pinch me moment.
That was such a pinch me moment.
And that honestly is like, you know, to build a platform and then to use it to springboard stuff for yourself. I feel like that's what so many people strive to do. And it's so inspirational when you hear that you've actually done that.
Yeah, it was such a dream come true. I couldn't even believe it was real.
Yeah.
But it just pushes you to keep going and just never give up.
No.
And that was many years later from when we launched. So it not all good things. Well, they do say all good things take time.
Yeah.
It really does, and it takes passion and motivation. And of course, you have down days. It's just to keep pushing yourself to keep going.
Absolutely. Like that, you need to keep that passion and that drive. And I guess, like, anybody in business would tell you that, you have days where you just question what the hell you're doing, why you're
many
doing
days.
it. Yeah.
You probably have more of those days than the good days. But when you have like a really clear vision, it's just really important to keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah.
I always say to myself, and I'm gonna sound crazy, but Dory in Finding Nemo.
Do you say just keep swimming?
Yes!
Literally. I feel like that's why we get on so well. Because
No way, you do it too.
I just do it when I'm walking down the street. Like, I'm like, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
But I even sing it to myself. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Honestly, Dory, inspiration.
She knew. She didn't know. Bless her. She'd lost the plot. But I feel like you just got to keep swimming.
Honestly, that's like my motto.
It does work.
Yeah.
Like, I always think it's very similar, but there's something when I'm sat staring at a blank screen, or when I've got a problem that I'm just don't know how to solve or something, and I'm just like, just start. Start.
Just start. Everyone starts somewhere. I saw there were some quotes where it was like Walt Disney got fired like 5 times or something.
There's something like that.
Because he wasn't creative enough, or that it's just, or there are many of those.
There's so many, and I think that's what's so
Not
amazing.
Not comparing myself to Walt Disney.
Well, there's the journey and
outlook.
things. Yeah, and I think that, speaking to anybody on like the podcast and stuff like that, everybody has those same sort of journeys. They're obviously just different, but there's those similarities that come back to, you've just got to keep going and keep pushing, and like also be open, because who would you have thought when you was doing those, when your husband took that first lifestyle picture, that this would be where your road was going?
No, not at all. Just you saying that made me think. So another thing with the hair oil. So my mother always used to give me olive oil treatments when I was younger. So it's like a family heritage sort of tradition to really take care of our hair, the Moroccan background. And I wanted it to have olive oil in it, to have that connection to, which not a lot of hair care does anymore. But just saying, when you're saying looking back on it, did I think when my mother was drenching my hair, or she would chase me with a teaspoon of olive oil because I hated it. She's like, it's good for your insides and out. Did I think I would
put it in there?
Exactly. So it's just looking back to how
it influences everything.
Exactly, like, how everything is tied.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, and what I always find really exciting is like, you just actually know what's coming. Like, there's like, what's next? Obviously new products for you and this, which is going to be really exciting. So
that I'm very much looking forward to.
One thing I always like to obviously we just see you on Instagram and on all of these things, but do you have a team of people like in the background that help you, or like how does that work?
Yes, very much so. So for example, for the influencer side of stuff, I have management. Shout out VTA. They're the best. I've been with them for 4 years.
Oh wow.
They're really good. So they manage collaborations, and that side of stuff.
Help keep you organized there.
Very organized. They're amazing, honestly. They keep me on my feet. And then with the brands, we have a social media agency. Shout out 2020. Lots of shout outs.
But it's nice that you have like a nice network of people that help you with this.
For sure. So we outsource. We have, for the jewelry, we have a wholesaler. And then there's a fulfillment center that does the orders. So there's a lot of sort of, it's like a web. And there are
lots of pieces.
Lots of pieces. And then I have an assistant that helps with more day-to-day things. And then my husband works on the back end of things when it comes to, liaising with suppliers and, the financial side of things. Then we have accountants who do that side of things. So there's a lot going on on the back end. But Yeah,
You
I'm the
have to have
face.
it. Yeah, you're the face. You're the creative
Yeah.
one. I relate to that. Did your husband work with you now on this kind of full time as well?
Yeah, he
Then
does.
yeah.
So he used to be in oil trading.
Oh, okay.
Very different. But when it started to kick off,
Mm-hmm.
he's always wanted to do his own thing, and he was like,
Perfect.
"What better time to?"
Yeah.
And honestly, I couldn't do it without him.
I completely relate. Like, because Greg, like,
Right,
obviously,
I
yeah,
remember you
yeah,
told
he
me.
left his job in F1 and then now works.
From F1.
I say
to
works for me, but he doesn't. He works with me. But I like to just see he work for me.
Yeah, I don't think they like when we say that.
I mean, I feel like Greg's the biggest feminist I've ever met, so I think he quite likes that.
Right, okay.
But yeah, I think it's that is a learning curve in itself anyway, isn't it? But
100%.
it's amazing.
He never thought he'd be, and he's such a creative. He really helps with the design side of things
Yeah.
as well. He never thought he'd be oil trading, and now he's dealing with necklaces. Like, it's
But another kind of oil trading as well.
I love that.
There you go. That's it. That's where he's going
I'm gonna
now.
go home and tell him that, or he can just listen.
Yeah, he can listen
Hi,
to
hubby,
the
love you.
podcast. Yeah, keep trading. We're doing good. So I guess like what's going to be next for your journey with different things? You got obviously new products in the pipeline? Is there to continue, like what's the journey looking like?
I mean, I feel like with the hair care, like I mentioned, new products launching this year. With jewelry, we're continuously creating and bettering. Is that a word?
Bettering, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say it's a
evolving the
word.
collection.
Yeah.
But for me, I think, like I said, I'm still learning. There's so much more I want to try and embark on when it comes to not only hair care routine, but, styling. And I feel like just ride the wave,
Yeah,
see where
absolutely.
it takes me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Sometimes it's the best way, isn't it? Being open to new things.
Exactly. Like you said, that's what's brought us here.
Yeah.
Just
It's crazy, isn't it?
happy to experiment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I always say try everything once.
Yeah. Oh, you have to. Like, otherwise life is too short, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, not everything, but you know what I mean.
No, most things. We'll give them a go. Why not? And what's next for your hair journey? Because I know you've now got all these amazing layers. Because when I first met you,
oh my gosh,
it was like a slab.
Stop
like you had
it.
this like amazing thick hair.
You convinced me to try layers.
And I'm obsessed. And every
Do you
time I'm just
remember?
like, it was stunning before, but I mean,
Thank
what
you.
has the transition been like from one length to layers?
You see, so it was one length. I started small, which you recommended.
Yeah.
You're like, just step by step. I did like just very like subtle layers.
Yeah.
And now I have a lot more. I will say I love face framing layers, but they're really high maintenance. So I kind of want to grow them out. No, I love
I know what you mean,
you know
though.
what I mean? I love a slick look, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you need so much product to keep it into place. So I grow these out. Not
Yeah.
that that's revolutionary. But I would be open to more layers at the back because I feel like I love the movement it brings. I do want to grow my hair to my hips.
Oh, wow.
I feel like that's my
That's your goal.
Because I just feel like as a little girl, I always wanted
To be able
that.
to sit on your hair was always the dream.
Let's hope we don't sit
No,
on my hair.
no, but that's what I always remember when you're little. It's
exactly.
like, I can sit on my hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, not that I ever got to that, but yeah.
I do want to grow it out. And one product that's going to come out is a growth and strengthening serum, which
amazing.
I've seen so much more new growth and my hair feels so much thicker. So I feel like continue with that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would never dye my hair because I feel like it puts too much
beautiful though
damage.
Yeah.
But I do feel like when the grays start sprouting, and I will embrace them.
You will embrace them.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I have a vision of just like Miranda Priestley.
Oh,
like
yeah.
A long head of
like
silver hair,
like a silky, like that would be stunning.
Silky silver.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
Yeah.
Give me.
a few years off. I think you're gonna have to go through that awful, just a few grey hair stages.
The salt and pepper.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like just embrace it. But yeah, I feel like I haven't really thought that much into what the next change is. I feel like the layers were
it's perfect.
I'm happy with them.
Yeah.
So much more bounce and volume.
Do you find it very strange when you get recognised for your hair?
Can I tell you? No, honestly. Once, where was I? I was at Chiltern Firehouse.
Yeah.
And I just remember it so clearly. I had a backless top, which my videos are known for. She approaches me from behind. She didn't even see my face. And she's like, "You're Anisa, aren't you?" And no, I was like, you are kidding. I was like, you
my
haven't
God.
even seen
In
my face.
It's just your hair.
And it's happened a few times,
Yeah.
like even on the street. And you were there
I was
when it
there in
happened.
Paris because we were sat like we was on a brand trip where we met, and like I think we was having, where was we? The Avenue, I think it was the restaurant, like that
Oh,
really cute one where we sat
right.
outside and it was sunny, and there was the waitress was like, "Oh,
Yes.
you're Anisa, yo, I'd recognize your hair," and like, and that
Stop.
was in Paris, which
I know.
so chic.
Oh, I've been stopped at the airport in the Netherlands. I've been stopped at like random
Wow.
it was security, and she like put my bag through, and she's just like, I love your videos. And bless her, I looked a hungover wreck. I mean, it's Amsterdam.
Yeah, of course.
But at least the hair was looking
Yeah,
good.
the hair was giving. That's it. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel though, like it doesn't matter what you wear a lot of the time or what you look like. If your hair is done,
You feel
you're pretty much where you need to be.
if I'm a greasy mess,
Mm.
even if my outfit is killer,
Mm.
I just don't feel confident.
No, I'm with
I feel
you.
like the hair just makes it.
It's I mean it's 90% of the selfie. That's what everyone always says, isn't it?
I haven't
Something
heard that
like
one.
There you
That's
go,
a
this
good
one. You've definitely heard of Redken, right? The brand that hairdressers swear by for amazing hair care and styling. Well, I've been a hairdresser for like 20 years now, and trust me, Redken has been a staple in my kit for years. Their products just work. They are powered by science, designed for pros, and there's literally a perfect match for every hair concern, whether your hair is feeling a bit dry, damaged, or it just needs that little bit of extra love. And if you've ever wondered how we get that next level glossy colour in my salons, it's Redken. It's our secret weapon. The shine it gives hair is unreal, and it actually leaves it feeling healthier, which is kind of magic. So if you're thinking about a little colour refresh, then ask your stylist about Redken. You won't regret it. Or you can find a salon near you at redken.co.uk. All right, now let's get back to what you're actually here for. But I feel like, yeah, the hair, when your hair is done, it brings everything together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, even this morning when I knew I was filming this, I really didn't want to wash my hair, but I was like, oh God, I've got to.
You're not gonna regret ever
No,
fixing the hair.
no, exactly. I can
Yeah.
almost forgo the makeup if my hair is done.
Same. Just like some lip balm.
Yeah, and you're good to go.
Yeah, pinch your cheeks a bit. Didn't they used to do that back in the day?
Yeah, it's like that was the old school blush thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, no, I love it. And then I would love to pick your brains on, people watching this that do want to grow on socials and do other things. Because I know from talking to you, like when we've been in other places, that you're quite analytical about things and things like that. But
Yes.
what would be your sort of like go-to advice for people that are still looking to grow in this space? Because it is difficult now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very saturated.
Mhm.
Like I said before, I do think it's harder to grow now
Mm.
just because there's so much content out there. I think honestly, consistency is key. Just don't stop.
Yeah.
Even if you're not getting the response or engagement you want, just continue going.
Yeah.
You have to be authentic to yourself. Don't try and mimic what someone else has done. And quality content, ensure it's, on a camera that's always wipe your lens.
Yeah, always
Wipe your lens. It needs to be, good quality to be able
capture.
to capture it. Choose a niche. I find the easiest, quickest way to grow is if you're pleasing your audience, your whole audience at all times. That's another reason I think I grew quickly because it was so niche. And just continue, just keep going. Just keep
going.
swimming.
Just keep swimming. Exactly. Oh, that's perfect.
But yeah, I think a few other things is when something does well, continue doing that. Just recreate it and just take that as inspo of what you should be focusing on. A viral reel, do it again.
Yeah.
Like just keep doing it because that's how you reach new audiences and then grow your following. And always tag the brands you wear or use because it shows you organically love them. Like I said before, engage with your community. I think this is one of the most important things. Reply to comments, reply to DMs, ask them what they want to see. So you're creating what is desired. And you're creating this for your community, so they are your priority. Yeah. Anything else? Have I covered?
I think that's really good. Like, no, they're amazing tips. Like, so good. And I think people listening, hopefully, it's consistency. Consistent. And
is.
that's the hardest one.
I know. And especially on days where you don't feel your best, or you feel like, well, I've posted so many things and they're not. I still do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this didn't perform. It's like, my husband is so sick of telling me they can't all perform. He always says that. And, but you
put everything into them as
you
well.
are your harshest critique, and I think I am a perfectionist, and I think, there are pros and cons to it, but the biggest pro is that you are really meticulous with your content and what you put out there. Don't half-ass anything.
Yeah.
Like, really make an effort and be consistent with the type of content you create as well.
Yeah.
That's for Instagram I'm talking about. TikTok's a bit more
rogue.
You can do anything. Like, sometimes on TikTok, the things you spend less time on do better.
Yeah.
So it differs platform to platform.
Yeah.
I'm talking mainly Instagram, to be honest.
Because Instagram, is that still your main channel, would you say? Or are you kind of like...
Both
Instagram
TikTok and TikTok and YouTube. I started shorts.
Yeah.
Shorts.
I think they're really untapped, aren't they, still, shorts? Like,
I feel like if you're creating... like,
put it on shorts.
Just put it on there. And I have like 285,000 on shorts.
Amazing.
Not on shorts, on
YouTube. Yeah, like subscribers.
And I was just repurposing like the content I had on Instagram and TikTok. But I do think for the different apps, not really shorts, I've noticed, but TikTok, of course, there's so many trends on TikTok you can follow.
Yeah.
And like I said, use every tool available. So Instagram, make sure you're posting stories, engaging stories, ask questions, polls.
Yeah.
Link, you want to kind of use everything they give you.
Yeah.
Trending sounds, hashtags,
yeah,
all of these things.
Yeah, I feel like I read something today that they're going to, apparently, there's a new update coming where you can edit the layout of your grid by dragging and dropping. That's coming on Instagram.
Heard
Did you hear that?
that.
I'm not sure how I feel about it, but
wait, so something you posted 2 weeks ago
you could bring back up.
Right,
But I'm not quite sure how would that then bring it back into the feed, or would that just
Yeah.
be on your grid? Like, but anyway, I'm quite interested by that. Because sometimes when you have to, I don't know about you, but sometimes it sounds awful. But when you have to post a brand job and you don't love the image, that's like it kind of they want one wet thing to match their aesthetic. It doesn't quite go with yours.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, if you could move that to it did match your aesthetic, that would actually be amazing.
Yeah, that's true. They probably
So,
wouldn't want you to move their
probably
poster.
not. No, true. But anyway,
No, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
but yeah, to keep an eye out for new features, I guess, is another
Yeah.
one.
I did read about a few others that are coming, but Instagram's constantly putting new stuff out there. So be vigilant. Yeah. Just be on your A game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and have fun.
And have fun.
Yeah.
You also have to have fun.
Yeah.
Like we said, I think one of my favorite parts of the jobs is all the events where you get to meet so many new
Yeah.
people. I love that part of it. Like,
the
I'm
best
such a social butterfly, and I love meeting new people. So, like,
And getting a new dress.
like we met. That's how we
exactly.
met.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for
Thanks for
joining me on
having
the
me.
podcast and being part of the Silly Little Girls Club. While I have you, it would really help me out if you could just hit follow or subscribe, depending on which platform you're getting your podcast from, and I can keep bringing you these amazing conversations with these incredible guests. And I will see you next week on the Silly Little Girls Club.